Hello everyone, it's Yanis here and welcome to our weekly Forex forecast. I have chosen some pairs for this week. We already know that officially UK is out of the Eurozone. We expect some volatility on GBP pairs, so if you get some setups, please go with lower settings entry if you use Renko, or lower time frame if you go with the classic approach. Now I will start with Gbp New Zealand Dollar because we know that price has reached a very powerful resistance area. Even if you go to the monthly chart, you see how powerful this for several months resistance is. So at this point you have to go to lower settings. Daily, you see double spikes here. You already have the retracement, and even if you go to 4 hour, you will see price is going for a 4-hour retracement. We can always draw a trend line, and in case you want to go short as an excuse for a bounce, even on 1 hour time frame, it would be best to wait for the retracement. You already have the crossover here, and of course when your 2 to 3 line breaks, try to create your win-win scenario within this 160 pips. Of course, this is not your target. Your target is this area, major support. You see, when and if price wants to continue short, this is going to be your target. Easy, spot it. Don't draw support and resistance lines whenever you see highs and lows. Go for the obvious ones. So GBP New Zealand Dollar, you can go short against the main trend, or you can even wait for the 4-hour trend line break to go short. Now if we check Euro GBP, we know how strong this support area is. I mean, these are lines, I don't know, maybe from a month ago, but when price respects support and resistance, it doesn't care how old our approach is. Now here I had a big spike with a retracement, and price still looks like it wants to go short, but I cannot ignore my powerful support area. On my daily chart, I already see that I have here, these are the spikes, and double bottoms. My weekly support area is still holding. Bounce long, it's not out of the question. You can go, of course, to our 4-hour and identify a very powerful 4-hour trend line already broken after a reaction on a major support area, double bottoms, trend line break. And if you wait a little bit longer to get a setup above this area, definitely you will have also the crossover. You can go to the 1 hour, wait for the retracement price. It's easy to use my previous trend line acting as resistance, use it as support, and of course plenty of room to go. Remember, we are trying to use an early entry as a bounce opportunity. So keep an eye on a long scenario on Euro GBP. On New Zealand Dollar Yen, price obviously couldn't stay above my 36 EMA. I already have my trend line break. I have a very powerful downtrend. My support area is there waiting for me, and if I go to my daily, I will see that not only I have a daily trend line break, but false breakout with a lower high, trend line break, and a crossover of the EMAs. Daily is really powerful. Definitely I would like to get a daily retracement, like a daily setup. But even on the 4 hour, I can see that 12 EMA On the 4-hour time frame, it's still holding. I have volatility. So far, it looks like I have to go even lower on the 1 hour, and 1 hour is the chart that price retraces till the 36 EMA. I already had several setups, again here, here, here. I am quite late to go short, and even if you do, you have to create your win-win scenario before, of course, your major support area. Wait for the price to retrace a little bit longer, maybe to the combined resistance area here, before you go short. Now, if we check GBP CAD, again GBP pairs, we should act a little bit more careful. I already have a reaction on a resistance area after a powerful bounce on the support. I already had the crossovers. I have a big 1, 2, 3, but we've seen many times price creating a lower high and then continue short. I already, like I said, have the reaction, so that could be one of these times that price just wanted to create a lower high and then crash all the way down. I cannot ignore that I have a combination on my weekly and daily 1, 2, 3. I already have the crossover, and on the 4-hour I have a 4-hour 1, 2, 3, not complete yet, but I do have it. So it's like a daily 4-hour, 1 hour. 1, 2, 3 is one after the other. Powerful combination. We can go long for 360 pips, but because I said due to the reaction here and here, that could act as lower high. If my 4-hour trend line breaks, I can go short. Focus long now with lower risk and lower settings entry. I don't mind which combination, but definitely with lower settings. Now, if we go on Euro USD and we look a little bit back on the history, we already know that price has entered on a very big range. Price is short. We had a reaction on a possible intermediate support area. Already price retraced and still wants to go short. On my daily chart, I have a perfect combination with a weekly and a daily 1, 2, 3. Price has already reacted till the 36 EMA, so the only thing missing is my 2 to 3 line to combine the entry on lower settings to go short. We have the room, not only this area, but this area. This is the bigger picture. This is the whole thing, going short for at least 500 pips. Just practice one of the best strategies ever, and that is patience. On Aussie Yen, we already have a very powerful downtrend. Trend following EMA, that means the 36 EMA is well respected. False breakout on this area. Price still wants to go short. Even on the monthly chart, I have plenty of room to go. We are talking about for at least 1,300 pips. I already, like I said, have my 2 to 3 line broken here, and of course, if we can get a daily 1 to 3, that would be the ideal scenario. On the 4-hour, price finds resistance on the 12 EMA, and also the 1 hour is the one that does retrace nicely. But I see after my crossover or my trend line break, price has already moved like 270 pips. Definitely I would like a daily or at least a 4-hour retracement. I do want to go short, of course. Like I said, I have plenty of room, but hopefully within the week we will have an opportunity to go short, a setup. On CHF yen we have a really nice combination, meaning a very powerful weekly actually trend line break after a reaction. We already have the crossovers, of course. Daily you can see powerful movements, not early entries, of course. If you check your daily 1 to 3, it's really nice, but price has already moved below my resistance area. On the weekly chart, of course, it still looks powerful. And not only that, I do have, if price enters this zone, more than 500 pips to trade. So on the daily, I would like to keep a closer eye on the price action. We already know my trend line in the 36 EMA is holding, and if we can get an opportunity above this area with a 1 to 3, it would be perfect. Now in lower settings you see that you have already the third 1 to 3. My 1 hour candle hasn't closed yet, and it's way too late to go long. But all these confirmations are extra to the idea of going long. Again, it might take some time, but time is what we have plenty. If I look a little bit closer on EuroCAD, I will see very powerful support area. Kind of a range though, spiky. It's not an ideal situation. I already know that this is my 36 EMA here blocking my way. The first thing that comes to mind is a bounce, and on my daily, if I look a little bit closer, I will see that I have a daily trend line and a crossover. But in order to go short, it would be nice if I can get a 4-hour retracement. It doesn't matter if price has already reacted, because if my 2 to 3 line breaks, that means that price just want to test my resistance and continue long, no problem from me. So EuroCAD, you wait for the retracement. On the daily chart, of course, or even on the weekly, it's not like you can go short. It's way too small of room here to trade, so it's better to focus on the retracement to go long. Something nice is happening in Aussie Kiwi. Price has gone very close to my support area. Immediately I want to bounce trade that long. I mean, I could even draw this line here and say, okay, I can target this area for my win-win scenario, but definitely I'm going for this as the bigger picture. Now, when you go into the bounce trading strategy, you don't care about the EMAs. That's why we say when in a range, it's better to trade very close to the resistance or very close to the support. So we don't like taking positions in the middle of a range. Here we are quite close to the support, and of course on my daily you can see price is quite close. I could even draw a trend line and wait for this trend line to break. I mean, for sure on the daily, sorry, on the 4-hour it will look a little bit better. Also, even if you want to wait the 36 EMA to break, something like that, again you will be a little bit more conservative, but the room will be at least 350 pips. So as an extra measure, let's say, you can give it a little bit more time for the price to break my combined resistance area to go long as an excuse for the bounce. Now here, I mean, for some time now. Price hasn't broken this. Let me check monthly chart. Well, no. I mean, besides the spike, this is the lowest price has gone, and actually you can see even better the range. And this is a good one. This is a big range. We are talking about, give me a second, 900 pips, probably. Let me check. 930, okay, 900 pips. So this is a very powerful range. And even if you have doubts about the bounce, definitely when price is going to reach the 36 EMA, you will have your win-win scenario. These are the pairs that look much more better than the other ones. Again, like I said, keep a close eye to the GBP pairs, but if you find setups, go with lower settings or a lower time frame entries and lower risk. Have a beautiful week, everybody. Bye bye.